And so we thought we'd have an open Q&A format. So we don't have a lot of people here, but I understand that a lot of you are doing events right now, which is great. And so vendor events and packages are what I thought that we could go over today. And so I would like to kick it off by reminding you guys who we are. So we're GreenAir. I'm Annabelle Kim, and I help you guys understand incentive-based sales. And I love the holidays. I really love the holidays. I get really excited for December every year. I've been in sales my whole adult career, and yet I still am a sucker for December with doTERRA. And I end up spending at least $800 of doTERRA stuff because I want the frankincense. And because I end up panicking thinking, gosh, what if they don't offer it in January like they often do, which they of course do, and then I do it again. So this is a wonderful time for you guys to be putting a lot of incentives together. You always want to be doing incentives on your own too, and not just relying on wonderful quarterly promotions that we have. And so right now is a really compelling time because we have that amazing enrollment special with LLV, but you can pop it up a lot with your classes and offer different fun packages. So at classes, what's going on a lot right now is people are wanting to come up with gifts for other people. And so they can't enroll the people that they're thinking of at the class, of course. So it's a really good option for you to have giftable ideas together. Some ideas that we can start with, let's share the screen, is going to be doing most of the decorative items are going to be best for that. So let's just open up the catalog and go through some of the great options. So usually when people are looking for those extra gifts, you want to have both a varying price points to go with, but also just think to go a lot of heavy decorative. So that's going to be mostly in the ultrasonic water category. And people are definitely shopping for convenience. So do yourself a favor and put packages together that are ready-made for them. I'm a big fan of cellophane bags that you can pick up at the dollar store. And so any of the beautiful vase-like or decorative ones that we have are usually going to be about that $30 price point for your cost. So the price that I like to put together is with this and doTERRA's intro kit of the lemon, lavender, and peppermint in the 5 mils. And that's a really, really beautiful package if you also stock up with a lot of living magazines. So you can put those things together and you can kind of change them in and out with different options. But the intro kit I really like because it gives them enough of a taste of oils for the person who's been given that gift. And there's some great literature inside of that retail package of that doTERRA intro kit. And the price point I like to do for something like the amber and that kit is around $75. That's a great grab price. That seems to be the magic number for people. Take it a step further. Make sure you add the living magazine with it and create yourself an Avery label or some sort of sticker label. That brings them back with your contact information with another incentive to enroll. So remember, these people have not been to the class. So they're only comfortable with diffusing because that's how they were introduced. So it's really easy to give them a free diffuser offer with enrollment. And then on it, also just make sure that you have the following things. You want your contact information. You want to state your offer. So I like to do free diffuser with your wholesale membership. And then I also like to put in there the things that people get scared of for calling us. And that would be they don't want to have all these buying commitments. So put right on there, no selling required, no monthly purchase required. And so that's enough information. You don't need to put in all of the offer details because you want to make it a little ambiguous so they give you a call. And of course, then this way you can move them up to a kit. So I love any of the gorgeous decorative units to pair once again with the intro kit. But then I also like to go through, a lot of people are doing a lot of the portables line. And what we see with the portables line, like the scent trucker, is a single oil. So maybe you don't want to stock up and maybe you want really low grab price points, right? So you can still do any of these with that intro kit, but scent, like the $15 price point or the scent checker, these go nice with single oils, you know, in the car, like a lavender, or even if you want to make it even a better grab price, like a lemongrass is one of my favorite ones to do, or a cedarwood, something like that. But these
Motivate wouldn't be too bad with that one either, because that would be a good, like it's a mixed one that's ready to go for like keeping them alert while they're driving and happy.
You're so right. And I love anything in 5 mils because we want them to run out quickly.
Yeah, totally. So that would be a good one. So what do you mark, what would you sell those ones with, like with the scent tracker? Like what do you mark them up at?
So I usually do the exact retail price of doTERRA's oils. And then you would do, this would then be $30. So $30 plus whatever the retail is. And then maybe you knock off a little bit, like a 10 or a 15% off.
Okay.
So just make it a little bit nice of an offer. But the whole key here is you can put anything together. We could go through all of these iterations, right? But the point is you want to make it so that it's in giftable, ready, grab packages to go. So do yourself a favor, like I said, and get happy with your cellophane. Dollar store is great for that. It's awesome. And you can get the inexpensive curly ribbon, and then you just tie the bag and curl up the ribbons, and it just looks like a gift. So the whole key to that is just making it a gift and making sure don't miss out on putting your offer so that you get that backdoor enrollment from them. So the green space has been selling like hotcakes, you guys. Melissa, what do you think about this one?
I've never used that one.
Annabelle, I've used it. I really like it. This one works awesome in bathrooms where it just plugs right into the wall, so you don't have cords.
Exactly.
So, and I like the stronger oils like the wild orange or the peppermint work a lot better than like Balance or something like that. So,
yeah, I totally agree.
And they work really great in smaller spaces. So bathrooms are awesome for that, or smaller bedrooms.
Completely agreed. I have found that citrus don't do that well on.
Yeah. Well, the wild orange with the peppermint does good together. Purify is really great. I've used that in the bathrooms. That one works really good too, but I've been impressed with it. So
yeah, these have been a big surprise at GreenAir. We did not think they would be as much of a hit. So what's happening is people want to buy a few of them at a time because, they have multiple bathrooms, for example, or they want that little night light. This is a night light here. And so
yeah, it lights up.
Yeah, so you can create an offer for one. So these retail for $19.99. And the lowest price available online right now is $17.49, but that's with tax and shipping. So it's really $20. So people are offering one for $19.99, two for $34.99. And most people are then purchasing 2 to 4 per home to get that deal. So again, you're always wanting to kind of create that incentive. And then of course you can then, hopefully they'll want to buy an ultrasonic water diffuser with it, which is what most people are seeing. So you don't really have to package this up into, different things because you kind of can't, because you have to put, the offer of 1 or 2 or 4, etc. So it's better just to sell these alone. But these are doing great, and people are making a ton of money off of these surprising green spaces. So we've been really, really happy about that. Kids line is always great during holiday because people are always thinking about their giftable, moms. That's our community mostly. So these are really great. I like these with just a simple, and you can make these more inexpensive too. Instead of doing the intro kit, you can just do a wild orange. That's such a kid friendly scent. And then you can knock this price down even more, but still give yourselves room for margins. I wouldn't overwhelm your events very much unless you're doing vendor events. If you're doing vendor events, I would say that you want at least 2 to 3 decorative. Definitely the kids always do well, and then pick at least 3 of the portables line. So portables line, something in the $15 range, like the scent tracker, the green space, and then even like the lower end ones. This Aromasphere, anyone in the room tried that yet? This is really a surprise. So I just don't think that this photographed all that well, but it's really pretty in person. But it's a 4-inch ball that fits in the palm of your hand. And then there's a nice, cool, it's well done. There's a cartridge that comes out here. And then I love on the bottom, you have your batteries, but underneath right here, it stores the extra scent pads. So there's 3 scent pads that come underneath here with the battery compartment. So it's really great. I mean, I really don't like keeping around the extra pads because I lose them. And so this keeps it all together, which is wonderful. And then a neat cartridge just slips right out right here, and it slides right out. So it just looks really well done. And we did this because everyone kept copying our scent pods, our competitors. So we wanted a GreenAir only looking one. So this is still the same price as the scent pod, but it looks so much better. Really, really pretty.
So Annabelle, is that available now, or is that not available till 2017?
Everything in the 2017 catalog is now shipping.
Is now? Okay.
Except the willow, right?
The white one.
Exactly. So the white willows we are hoping to get, there's rumor of possibly December, mid-December, but I know
Okay.
it's like a 5% chance that'll happen. So really look out for these in January.
Okay. I knew the willow wasn't available, so I just wondered about the other ones. So
yeah, everything else is shipping. So everything, and this one I've been testing this one. This is great. I cannot believe how quiet this nebulizer is. And so $35, this is a wonderful thing to market, to have in every home's toolbox during, the cold and flu season. So this is really nice because this is a glass reservoir, and you lift this cap right off. So it's really easy to make your own blends. So I don't know about you guys, but with my Aroma Ace and any of my screw-in type nebulizers, I don't do it. I just, put only On Guard or just one bottle. It's just too much effort. So this did a really nice job in creating the ability to create blends. And I love that it's at this low price point. So you really can market this as a really powerful tool during those times. So what events do some people have coming up? Let's maybe talk about that and put some ideas together.
I'm doing a little like Christmas, kind of like a boutique at my house. I'm doing a couple different days of an open house. And so I'm having like diffusers, but then I'm going to do like, homemade gifts and stuff with it as well.
Awesome. I love that. So what I find that's really great for things like that, Melissa, is to make sure, like, people tend to get timid about asking about the prices. So I think it's really key that you guys remember you have to label things.
Yeah, have it marked clearly. Yeah.
Very, very clearly marked. So you can do that with like really pretty little, you can get inexpensive, in your instance, Melissa, I'm envisioning, because you're going to have a lot of stock, is just little tiny picture frames, like tiny, teeny ones.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And so that you can clearly label like that. The presentation is so important in those times.
And I was thinking of doing, Annabelle, you can tell me if you've ever done or seen anything like this before, but I was thinking of doing like having, these diffusers with this price point or whatever, and then having some oils that they can pick from that are of similar price point. So like, hey, you buy this diffuser, you can pick one of these oils.
I think, yes, I've done it that way, but it gets really complicated.
It's too many choices for them.
Yeah, it just gets very time consuming.
Yeah.
It specifically asks, I always keep some, but not everyone can do that. So I want to give this to the masses of people. Like, I usually have at least 4 bottles of On Guard on me. I've got usual suspects like, On Guard, Balance, Lemon, stuff like that. But it's expensive to carry a lot of stock. Yeah. So I find it so much easier if you're not available to carry an inventory, just to get the intro kits and the Class in a Box. Class in a Box is great because they come with those 5 mils of wild orange. So you can sell it as the package.
Right.
Just a wild orange if you really need to minimize on your cost. And so then that, then becomes, with the Living magazine, $2.50. That's pretty incredible. So how many categories do you have?
Oh, how many I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay. So how big is your space?
Oh, it's my house, so it's not very big.
I would try to group things together too. It makes it a lot easier for people to.
Yeah. So no, I'm just doing like some make and takes, or like not make and takes, but like homemade make and take, I guess, things that are already made. And then some diffusers and obviously some doTERRA products. So I was trying to find ways to package them together. So this is very helpful for me.
Yeah, awesome. So who else? Who else has something coming up? I know you guys at least have classes, so let's hear about anything.
When I'm going to Utah over Thanksgiving, and so one of the days, either before or after, I'm just gonna let my Utah people know in that area. So I wanted to take diffusers and do the same thing that Melissa's doing, is just have items ready. So kind of an open house and just come through and see. So similar thing.
Okay, good. Yeah. So, basic setup, just make sure that everything is, I can't stress this enough, just make sure you have clear price labels going on, people,
Okay.
because people will be afraid to ask you, or you'll be busy or what have you. And you want the best scenario where they're just picking a multitude of things up sort of in a shopping cart in their arms. So they're, then saying, I'm taking all this. So yeah.
I love the picture frame idea. That's great.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Who else? Who else has something coming up?
Well, I'm going to do a DIY for Christmas items.
What are some of your DIY items?
Well, I'm going to make some spa items, a few spa items. I want to do that thing with that, Melissa. I was going to ask you where you've got the bottles. I want to do some
Vanilla.
the vanilla. Yeah.
Amazon, of course.
Yeah, I knew the vanilla did, but the bottles was
The bottles too. Yep. I think I posted the link.
You did post a link.
I think I posted the link. If not, I'll go back and do it and tag you in it. But yeah, they're just hot sauce bottles.
Hot sauce bottle. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. So simple things and some Christmas, like maybe a little thing of some Christmas things to diffuse, in a little container that, like in a little bag or a little mesh bag or something like that people could buy. But I want to learn what you did with the, because I just got home. I came in late. So I want to see what you've done with how you're packaging the diffuser with that.
So I was telling them that it's basically the best things that go during this time is because people want gifts that are going to have visual appeal, obviously, for the person who's receiving the gift. So the things that do best are definitely going to be any of these decorative units, right? So if you had like and then you want some of the grab price stuff in there so that people can add on, you might as well. So like this is probably a good item for you. It's the new fan-based diffuser. And it's great. It looks expensive. It feels great. It puts out a lot of scent because it's got so much more open venting. So everyone is loving this option, and it's inexpensive. So this would probably be a really nice one for you to add on with that type of make and take. Yeah. And then, with the packages, what I was saying is that with the decorative models, you can pretty much count on most of our decorative models being $30, right? So if you take that with the doTERRA intro kit, which is priced so well at $19 when you buy it in that 6-pack, then you can pair these as kits together and then get the, I love stocking up for stuff like this and getting the class in a box, because you can use the living magazine to put with this package, but you can use the wild orange to save those for your enrollments, because the enrollments don't necessarily need that living magazine. So you can kind of spread it out a little bit more that way. But the magic number for the price for a $30 diffuser and then the $19 kit is about $75 is the best grab price on that. So cellophane bags is what I would highly recommend, or just, whatever, just wrap it up and make sure it looks like it's in a giftable package is all I was trying to say. So I don't love the idea, and I've tried it too, of saying, choose from this cellophane bag with the Living Magazine intro kit, and then pick a diffuser. It doesn't look like it's in a giftable form. Like the whole thing needs to be wrapped up together. So that's just better. And then just clearly label your pricing.
large bags that you can put the box of the diffuser?
Yes. Yeah. So like the dollar store sometimes doesn't have the big ones, but if you just hunt on Amazon, like there's humongous bags. I always stock up in LA and Koreatown, but you guys aren't all near Koreatown, LA, but they have the most amazing assortments of bags for like pennies on the dollar. But yeah, you just have to, they're everywhere. You just have to look at the sizing.
So I think the dollar store sells rolls of cellophane. Like if they don't always have the bags, they at least have rolls of it. So you could do it that way.
Yeah, for sure. And then that makes it, I just like it easy, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that is easier if it's a bag.
Not really that, like I'll drive myself crazy trying to make it look perfectly
Look pretty.
wrapped up.
So how do you attach the oil to that so that it doesn't like get lost in the cellophane with the diffuser?
So I usually put I basically anchor it in front of the diffuser.
Oh, okay.
So,
Like on the box.
Yeah. So like
you put one 5 ml oil per kit, right? Or per.
No, I put the whole intro kit with.
Oh, you do. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So the entire intro kit, and then the living magazine with it, and then create a label on the living magazine that has an offer for your wholesale membership, so they call you to enroll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I saved the wild orange in these types of instances just, for the enrollment incentive instead. So then you're just using the the living magazine from that kit instead. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so I was telling them too, I don't know at what point you dropped in, but this has been such a shocking surprise item at GreenAir. So people are buying these up like crazy because most people want to have several of them throughout their homes. So if you guys,
plugins.
yeah, it's like the Glade plug-in safe replacement type of idea. And so you can price them at one for $19.99 and two for $34.99. So most people grab 2 to 4, which is great. So you have nice little pops like that and a wonderful way to diffuse in your bathrooms and with a nightlight. So these have been really surprisingly great.
And they come with 3 of those little pads then, okay.
Yeah, all of our pad-based diffusers, anytime a pad-based diffuser is from GreenAir, you get 3 of them. So that's awesome. So we have kind of this open format tonight. Let's hear some questions if we have any.
Have a question. That was pretty clear.
I know, I was going to say, I felt like I asked all my questions as we were going. This was great. I totally got a lot taken away from this, or taking away a lot from this tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I mean,
Good information.
Fun about diffusers is that they do a lot of the work for you because they're so pretty. Everyone loves them.
Yeah.
You know,
I just had
also
somebody buy
suggest
one.
for sure having some going, definitely have some going so that people get that ooh ah and that oil experience as you're doing your events. So yeah. I see something in chat. What's going on?
Kaylee just said, I've never done anything with diffusers, so I'm kind of new to this part.
Hi, Kaylee. Diffusers are really fun to do because you have, first of all, because at GreenAir, we're giving you such true from the manufacturer wholesale pricing. You actually get to have these awesome margins. So the other thing is right now, this is just such a very non-intimidating way for people to think of, of their loved ones to start oils. So this is just a great ready-made gift to go that you can make really simplified. Hi, Stacy. I just saw you pop on. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
You're making my decision choices harder though. Too many options. That ball one, I'm tempted to get.
Yeah,
Yeah, that aromasphere there. I'm not a big fan of the pad ones, but that price is so good for, I'm probably going to get a case of the Breezies for my December incentives, but now I'm wondering about this aromasphere. I have to get Breezies anyway. I've been selling a lot of those, and I'm almost completely out of those. I'm almost completely out of the kids ones, and I'm going to have to make some choices soon.
Oh, good. I think you should choose them all, Stacy.
I wish I could. I want them all. Yeah, I've had an influx of people wanting the Breezies lately. They're just so affordable, and yet they're powerful.
Yes.
They're just, I love the Breezies, and I've sold quite a few of them lately. I've got one at my house and one I'm picking up on Friday, and I think both of those might be sold already.
Oh, good. Good. You know, okay, guys, here's the thing. I love the Breezy too. I love the price as well. If you go on Amazon, you can get the power adapters for them, you know, so they can plug it into a wall for under $2. It really is worth it if you're going to use this for their first time diffuser.
Yeah.
Because the whole point is to make sure they're diffusing all the time. That's why we use our fast start bonus on, you know, an investment. So just that little extra, you know, dollar and change is completely worthwhile to invest a little further in, and you can throw it in the box.
And Walgreens sells them for like $5. Those adapters, they're really inexpensive.
You can get them for, Stacy, get it if you're buying them. That's great that you're buying them, but get them on
I haven't so far. I just tell them to go buy them.
Oh.
so far I've sold them all at retail. I haven't sold them for wholesale to anybody yet. But because they're so affordable at retail, I sell them for $25, and people just love them.
Yeah, they're great. And it is at that price where people are like, hey, I'll take 2, I'll take 3,
Yeah.
you know, so it is a good one. But Stacy, just check out Amazon. I'm telling you, they have a million different vendors that, you know, the prices fluctuate, you know, between $1.50 to no more than $2.
Right. But so far I haven't even thought about buying them myself. I just like, okay, here's this price, and you can just go over to Amazon and get one of these. Or go over to Walgreens, hit your corner Walgreens and grab them. But if I were to buy them, I'd definitely go to Amazon then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what else can we talk about, you guys? How's enrollments going? You guys have a lot of classes booked?
Couple. Well, yeah, I've got a couple booked. I had a one-on-one today, did a speed class today, man. I had in and out in 30 minutes. I was so happy. I'm loving the changes that we're making.
That's awesome.
Get in and out fast. And the Breezy diffuser is what got her interested. She was another one, bathroom diffuser at work. She's just like, I want to know more. And she bought a Breezy from me and the Forgive oil. Her husband actually called her during my class today and said, make sure you get another diffuser. And
so Stacy, fill in everybody else who doesn't know that about what you do at work, how you're getting all these little leads.
Well, long story short, I asked if I could put a diffuser in the bathroom that's nearest me at work, because people keep bringing in their air fresheners and their Sensies and things like that, which set off my asthma. So I just said, is there any way that I can put this in? And they're like, sure, that'd be great to have a solution for everybody. And so I started with a Serenity diffuser in there and started having people come to me, oh, what are you diffusing? Tell me a little bit more about it. And then I decided I didn't want to keep filling it twice a day. So I talked to Annabelle, and she suggested the Dewdrop diffuser. And I'm getting I'm probably averaging 16 hours runtime with the Dewdrop diffuser. It's been awesome. And it's got a great output. It's beautiful. And I've had even more people coming and talking to me since I put the Dewdrop diffuser in there. And it's just been really great for people to come and ask me questions. I've had a lot of retail sales because of it, because they're like, what are you running? That smells so great. So it has been a really big boost to my business just at work, the diffuser in the bathroom and maintaining it. They aren't paying for it. I'm paying for it, but it's been worth it so far, definitely.
So great. I love that. So I remember you were thinking about putting a graphic up, right? Weren't you gonna do that? Didn't we talk about that?
I don't know. I found some. I've got some on, I've got a picture of the dewdrop on my business page.
I
I
thought you
found,
advertised on that.
sorry. I've got my graphics just off the Breed the Gift page because there's some really good ones on there.
Yeah. But I thought that I don't know. I talked to too many people, but I thought that you were going to be advertising the graphic at work.
No.
No? Okay. Well, if you were to advertise the graphic at work, guys, the graphics library is great, which you all have access to.
And this picture does not do the dewdrop justice. It's a very beautiful diffuser. It's very simple and easy and great output, and it is very elegant.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I'm glad that it's still working for you. That's so great.
Yeah, I can't believe the runtime on it. The runtime's been great. I think I'm actually using less oils with the dewdrop diffuser than I was with the Serenity because I'm getting so much more runtime off of it. Yes, I add more I run 10 to 15 drops of oil in the dewdrop, but I was running between 4 and 6 twice a day with the Serenity. So I think I'm actually using less oil with the dewdrop.
Wow, that's pretty shocking. I mean, I'm glad to hear because a lot of people tell me that they can't smell anything in the dewdrop because
you definitely cannot do as well with your citrus oils. So I am using a little bit more costly oils in it, but I feel like I'm balancing out because I'm getting so much more business. People love to have like the cinnamon and ginger or the cinnamon and clove in it. The lemongrass and lavender mix in it. People love that one.
Yeah.
I've done elevation and bergamot in it, and people love that one. I'm not going to do that one very often, but that's a really popular one I get a lot of comments about. But I have not had good luck with the citrus oils in it. You would just have to put so many in it. But it's been a really good diffuser for me.
Yeah, good. Awesome. What else, you guys?
I don't know. This has been a great call, though. I mean, like I said, I've taken lots of notes and written down a lot of things that
Take pictures of your event, Melissa.
I'm going to do. Yeah, I will. And I've been selling diffusers to almost everybody, like at the end of a class, at any class I teach, or at an enrollment or a one-on-one. I'm like, okay, so we've got your oils and no pressure, but are you interested or do you need a diffuser?
Yeah.
And anyway, yeah, it's been great. And almost everybody is like, yeah, I need a diffuser.
People love diffusers you want to just make sure. I'm sure you guys have been with me for a while, so I know you're probably already doing this, but I mean, Stacy's such a great example of how that visual just sells itself because they get the oil experience, which is the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
And they see how easy that is, and then pair that with the visual appeal of these gorgeous diffusers that we have. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, and they do sell themselves. Like I just always have a few with me, just like 2 different kinds, and then they'll even just look at the pictures on the box, and they'll be like, "Well, do you have this one?" You know, looking at the pictures on the box. So yeah, they're super easy to sell.
Totally.
And once people have that experience, I think the emotional support has been really big at my work. We work in a basement. We don't have natural light. It's, the people I get the most comments from is the call center who are under high stress right now. We're in a big growth boom and they're very overwhelmed. And I actually had a lady come to me this week and she's like, "Thank you so much for having that in there. I was having such a bad morning the other day. And I just went in the bathroom and stood over the diffuser for 5 minutes and it really just made the rest of my day better." And that is just a good selling point. It really makes a difference.
It does. I love it. I was thinking today, it just was kind of a strange way to wake up. Not expecting that outcome, which was, whatever. I'm not like doom and gloom or whatever. But I did decide to put lots of diffusers going on so that I could step away from CNN. And so I love having different, I talked to Stacy about that too, but it's so good to have a pretty diffuser and put like your needed mood oils in it. So I have my Willow, which I know you and I both like. And this is my favorite one to kind of stare at like making my mood oil diffuser. So I did give the Emotions ones another shot, by the way, Stacy. And I still am at the same place. Peace and Forgive are the only ones. So if you come up with good blends for it, you let me know.
Do the Elevation Bergamot and Frankincense. I have not added the frankincense to the Dewdrop just because of the costliness of it. But when I had the Serenity, I did that combo. And man, that is probably my favorite mood combo of all times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really, really uplifting and calming one.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried with the rosemary in it? Because that rosemary really makes it nice as well. And it's uplifting.
I've done rosemary and
It's good for breathing as well, you know, but I love it. I love rosemary. Oh, it's supposed to help your memory. It just smells great.
Yeah. So guys, if you guys are doing your social media pages, we love getting gorgeous pictures. We love getting great pictures in real life situations. So if you do that, tag us, tag GreenAir Wellness or Aroma Lift. And then we, if we love it a lot, we'll feature it in our feeds, which gives you free advertising and traffic to your own Facebook and Instagram pages. So just, you know, if you guys are trying to work numbers and it's a really great idea if you're starting out and you're having a hard time growing those pages. But we love that. Just take great pictures.
Well, this was a great call, Annabelle. Thank you so much. Like like I said, I took all kinds of notes on little tips that you gave for my event coming up. So I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, always a pleasure, you guys, and happy November, and I will see you guys soon.